Hey, Cowboys Nation! We are diving deep into what is shaping up to be a pivotal moment for America's team. As we look ahead to the upcoming matchup against the Las Vegas Raiders, the landscape for the Dallas Cowboys is shifting in ways that could dramatically change the trajectory of their season. There is a lot to unpack, with some exhilarating news that Cowboys fans have been waiting for and some setbacks that remind us that no journey in the NFL comes without its bumps. After a grueling stretch of games that saw Dallas take on heavyweights like the Detroit Lions, Philadelphia Eagles, Kansas City Chiefs, and Los Angeles Chargers, the team now finds itself at a crossroads. The grind has been punishing, and injuries have taken a toll. But there is light at the end of the tunnel with key players coming back into the mix. Marvin Overshown, a cornerstone of the defensive unit, and rookie Savoni Revel have both been activated from injured reserve, injecting new energy into a defense that has struggled to find consistency throughout the season. This move not only strengthens the roster, but also signals a renewed focus on competitiveness and adaptability as the Cowboys look to recalibrate and push forward. Overshown's return is more than just a player coming back from injury. It's the revival of a defensive presence that can anchor the backfield and elevate the performance of everyone around him. His ability to read plays, make decisive tackles, and energize the unit is invaluable, especially in a season where defensive struggles have been a major storyline. Fans have seen what he can do in prime form, and now that he is back in uniform, there is a sense of anticipation about how much impact he can have in the games ahead. Revel, meanwhile, represents the future and the excitement of untapped potential, drafted in the third round. He had high expectations before suffering a torn ACL in September of the previous year, a setback that delayed his debut but did not diminish the high hopes for what he can bring to the field. His recovery has been thorough, giving coaches and fans alike confidence that when he steps on the gridiron, he will be ready to contribute meaningfully. His journey back from injury is inspiring in itself, illustrating the resilience required to compete at the highest level in the NFL. The combination of a seasoned veteran like Overshown and a promising rookie like Revel creates a dynamic that could redefine the defensive approach for Dallas. Alongside these returns, the Cowboys have also added Logan Wilson and All-Pro defensive tackle Quinnen Williams, acquisitions made just before the trade deadline that further bolster the defensive lineup. With four impactful players now integrated into the roster, there is almost a sense that the team is undergoing a mini rebuild mid-season, with the potential to significantly improve a defense that has been giving up to many points per game. The mission moving forward is clear: reduce the points allowed, tighten coverage, and elevate the overall performance so that the Cowboys can compete effectively against any opponent. The coaching staff is now faced with the task of integrating these new pieces, creating chemistry, and ensuring that everyone is positioned to succeed. There is no question that adding these players provides the Cowboys with a renewed chance to make a mark. As the season progresses, Overshown's mindset is as compelling as his skills on the field. Returning from a significant knee injury, he is motivated to prove that his previous form was no fluke, and that he can still dominate under pressure. The primetime lights of Las Vegas offer him a stage to demonstrate the culmination of his rehabilitation, preparation, and sheer talent. Fans can expect a performance filled with intensity, precision, and the kind of leadership that can lift a defensive unit struggling to find consistency. Revel, while still in the early stages of his career, brings an element of unpredictability and excitement. Coaches are cautious, emphasizing that expectations should be measured, but the mere presence of Revel on the field signals growth and depth for the Cowboys' defensive backfield. His father's confidence in his abilities adds another layer of optimism, suggesting that the young player is not only healthy, but also mentally ready to take on the challenges of professional football. While the returns of Overshown and Revel are cause for celebration, the team also faces challenges that cannot be ignored. One of the more significant setbacks comes in the form of Wayne Thomas, who has been placed on injured reserve due to debilitating migraines. This is not a minor issue. It affects availability, which is arguably the most important trait in the NFL. Thomas' situation is a stark reminder of the delicate balance between talent and health. The Cowboys had hoped he could solidify their safety rotation and provide reliable depth, but his health struggles may prevent him from contributing this season. Chronic migraines are not easily managed and can drastically impact performance and quality of life, making Thomas' placement on injured reserve both necessary and unfortunate. This development has implications not only for the immediate defensive lineup, but also for roster strategy moving forward. The team may need to explore additional options at safety, whether through the draft or free agency, to ensure they have adequate coverage and depth. This underscores how unpredictable the NFL can be, where player availability and health play as critical a role as talent and preparation. Despite these challenges, there is reason for optimism. The infusion of Overshown, Revel, Wilson, and Williams provides a spark that could transform the defensive unit from one that has struggled to one capable of dominating games with the right integration and coaching. These players can shift the momentum in Dallas' favor. The upcoming stretch of games is not just about wins and losses, it is also about evaluation. How do these returning and new players fit into the system? What combinations yield the best results? How resilient is the coaching staff in adapting schemes to maximize their potential? These questions will be answered on the field, providing insight into not only this season, but also the blueprint for the future of the team. The defense has the tools to improve, and the presence of both veterans and young talent creates an intriguing mix of experience and potential. Fans should also consider the broader implications of these returns. Overshown and Revel's integration into the defense is more than just a boost for this game. It is a glimpse at the evolving identity of the Cowboys. It signals a willingness to adapt, to invest in talent that can make a difference, and to prioritize performance in critical areas. The team's trajectory may very well hinge on how effectively these pieces are utilized. Over the remainder of the season, every snap will count, every assignment will matter, and the ability of these players to rise to the occasion could be the difference between a playoff run and a disappointing finish. The excitement surrounding their return is matched by the challenge of ensuring they contribute meaningfully and sustainably. Even with the uncertainty brought by Thomas' absence, the Cowboys' defensive outlook is stronger than it has been in weeks. Overshown's leadership, Revel's potential, and the additions of Wilson and Williams offer depth, skill, and energy that was missing in the early part of the season. The defense now has the opportunity to redefine itself, limit scoring, and create turnovers that can swing momentum. Fans will want to watch how these pieces fit together, how they communicate on the field, and how the coaching staff leverages their abilities to create a cohesive unit. The potential is clear. The execution will determine the outcome. As the Cowboys prepare for the Raiders, the stakes are high and the opportunities are significant. The team has faced adversity all season, and now the returns of key players offer a chance to change the narrative. This is about more than just a single game. It is about proving resilience, depth, and the ability to compete at a high level despite obstacles. The infusion of talent into the defensive unit sets the stage for exciting matchups, pivotal plays, and perhaps even a turning point in the season. Fans should be ready for a dynamic display of skill, strategy, and determination as the Cowboys take the field with renewed energy and purpose. The blend of veteran experience, rookie promise, and strategic additions creates an intriguing story that will unfold in real time. And there is every reason to anticipate impactful moments, thrilling plays, and meaningful contributions from the new and returning players alike. Even as the Cowboys gear up for this critical game against the Raiders, there are still questions to answer and challenges to navigate. The defensive backfield, for instance, remains a focal point of attention, with Wayne Thomas sidelined due to ongoing migraine issues. The team is forced to adjust their plans and consider both immediate and long-term solutions. Availability is always a critical factor in the NFL, and when a player who was expected to compete for meaningful snaps is suddenly unavailable, it reshapes the entire defensive strategy. This creates both a challenge and an opportunity for other players to step up, for younger talent to prove themselves, and for coaches to innovate in how they deploy their personnel. The absence of Thomas is unfortunate, but it also shines a spotlight on the depth and resilience that the Cowboys are attempting to cultivate this season. In the midst of this uncertainty, the return of Overshown and Revel cannot be overstated. Overshown's leadership on the field, his ability to anticipate plays, and his intensity bring a stabilizing presence that this defense has been missing. Every practice rep, every snap in the game, carries the weight of not only his personal comeback, but also the potential to elevate the play of those around him. Revel, in contrast, represents the excitement of new possibilities. A rookie with a first significant chance to impact an NFL game. He has the potential to surprise both opponents and fans. Coaches are managing expectations carefully, emphasizing gradual integration rather than expecting immediate dominance. But the raw talent and preparation he brings to the field are undeniable. The combination of veteran experience and young potential creates a compelling narrative that has fans eagerly anticipating what the Cowboys can accomplish as these players continue to settle in. The acquisitions of Logan Wilson and Quinnen Williams add yet another layer to this evolving defense. Both bring skill sets that complement the returning players, giving the coaching staff more flexibility and versatility. Williams, in particular, as an all-pro defensive tackle, provides a formidable presence along the line, capable of disrupting opposing offenses and creating opportunities for turnovers and big plays. Wilson's addition adds stability and depth to the linebacker group, helping shore up areas that had been exposed in earlier games. Taken together with Overshown and Revel, these four players essentially reshape half of the defensive roster, creating a new blueprint for how Dallas approaches the game moving forward. The challenge for the coaching staff will be to meld these personalities and skill sets into a cohesive unit capable of responding dynamically to in-game situations. While the focus is understandably on the returning and new talent, the broader team context cannot be ignored. The Cowboys have faced an arduous schedule, and every game has tested their resilience, adaptability, and depth. Injuries, buys, and the grind of facing top-tier opponents have made each win hard-earned and each loss a learning opportunity. This backdrop makes the return of key players even more significant, as they arrive at a time when incremental improvements can have a measurable impact on the team's overall trajectory. Reducing points allowed, tightening coverage, and forcing turnovers will not only improve the immediate defensive performance, but also give the offense more opportunities to control games. The synergy between a stronger defense and an effective offense could be the difference between a playoff push and a mid-tier finish. There is also a sense of narrative unfolding around individual player development. Overshown is focused on proving that his knee injury is behind him and that he can return to peak form. His intensity, combined with his experience, sets a tone for the defensive unit and signals to the league that he is ready to compete at the highest level. Revel, meanwhile, carries the hopes of the future, a young player looking to establish himself as a reliable contributor. The contrast between a seasoned veteran returning to form and a rookie stepping onto the field for the first time underlines the complexity of building a successful team in the NFL. Coaches must balance immediate performance with long-term potential, ensuring that both players are utilized in ways that maximize their impact without overextending them. Before we roll on, subscribe to Cowboys Wire News, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Your support keeps the Dallas Cowboys updates coming. Tell us what you think in the comments. The Dallas Cowboys may be on the verge of a defensive earthquake, according to whispers circulating across league insiders and locker room carters. Veteran safety Justin Simmons could be heading to Dallas, and if true, this move might completely redefine the Cowboys' secondary. The rumor first began to surface after a few cryptic social media posts and some unusually quiet front office activity in Frisco. Sources close to the situation claim that the Cowboys have been actively exploring the idea of adding a seasoned playmaker to stabilize their back end, and Simmons, a two-time All-Pro known for his leadership and football IQ, fits that description perfectly, though nothing has been confirmed officially. Insiders suggest that talks between the players' representatives and Dallas decision-makers have intensified in recent days. One executive, speaking under condition of anonymity, described the mood within the organization as electric, hinting that something big might be brewing for Cowboys fans. The idea of Simmons patrolling the secondary alongside the team's young stars is almost too good to imagine. The former Broncos safety is widely respected for his ability to read offenses, close passing lanes, and deliver timely hits, qualities the Cowboys have long coveted to complement their aggressive pass rush. Still, the timing of these rumors has left many wondering if this is smoke or fire. Some league observers suspect this could be part of a strategic bluff by the front office, aimed at stirring competition or driving up leverage in ongoing negotiations elsewhere. Others insist it's much more than that Simmons has already been in contact with key defensive staff and that mutual interest is very real. Whatever the truth may be, one thing is clear: the Cowboys are sending signals that the status quo won't cut it, with championship aspiration burning hotter than ever. The team appears ready to make a statement, and Justin Simmons could be the centerpiece of that bold declaration. For now, the buzz grows louder by the hour. Cowboys Nation waits, phones in hand, scanning every update for confirmation, whether it's fact or fantasy. This potential move has already done what Dallas does best: command the spotlight and keep the football world talking. That's a wrap from Cowboys Wire News. For breaking Cowboys updates, subscribe, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Tell us your take in the comments.